What up, guys? I am Sa Ra Garvey, and welcome to the People's Opinion Review Show. Today, we are going to be looking at someone that's been spoken about for the past maybe 3-4 days, Nella Rose. I don't know what's going on with you guys over in different parts of the world, but here in the UK, right, there's a show called I Am a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and a woman by the name of Nella Rose has been the topic of the past 3 days because, if I'm totally honest, I think that she's made a faux pas. She is an internet star, and what she's done is that she's gone on a national TV show, and going onto this national TV show, she has made herself look like a bit of an idiot in a lot of people's eyes. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to give you guys a disclaimer, let you guys know what's going on. Every single Tuesday, it's Tuesday, isn't it, Jesse?
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., I will be live with the People's Opinion podcast show. So you guys better get ready to tune in. We are going live every week. Don't worry. All you got to do is get your popcorn. You got to get your drinks. You got to get whatever it is. Get your snacks. 9 o'clock, 9 p.m., Greenwich Mean Time, that's UK time. I know we've got people from all over the world watching, but in the UK, just set it to 9 p.m. UK time. Don't ask me what time that would be in the US. I don't know. Depending on what coast you're from, I wouldn't know, okay? But 9 p.m. UK time, the People's Opinion Show, which means you can get involved. You can get in the comment section. If you actually want to come on the show, you better hit up my Twitter, hit up my Instagram, hit up all of my socials where you get people to, even my Facebook. We're even on Facebook, aren't we?
We're on Facebook.
We're even on Facebook, right? Hit up my Facebook if you guys want to get on there. So we're going to get to the first video, Jesse, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I want the audience, right, to see what Nella Rose's conversation with a guy called Nigel Farage. Now, Nigel Farage was part of a political party over here in the UK called UKIP. And they were very big on migration. So they had a conversation about migration in the jungle, okay? Jesse, please play that clip that the people see.
No problem.
Because apparently you're anti-immigrants. And
Who told you that?
Oh, the internet.
Well, there we are then. It must be true. It must be true.
It must be.
It must be true.
Okay, but then why don't black people like you?
You'd be amazed they do. You'd be amazed.
Nigel!
If you came with me, if you came with me through South London, you'd be astonished.
Oh, wow. What were you doing in South London, Nigel?
Well, I'm there every day.
You're in South.
South.
Wait, sorry. I'm so sorry to be short.
What
are you doing? Sorry.
He's from South London.
I travel through South London.
So everyone hates you for no reason. Well, not that everyone hates you. That was so bad. But like, sorry.
You can disagree with somebody.
Yeah.
But to chuck around accusations the way that they've been chucked around is grossly unfair. Anti-immigrant, right? No. All I've said is we cannot go on with the numbers coming to Britain that are coming. Do you know why?
I'm one of the numbers.
Oh, right. So that's it then. So should it be 5 million a year, 10 million?
Question,
No,
right?
you don't seem to understand.
Nigel, hang on.
Those immigrants that are coming in.
And hang on.
Had you have been in power a bit
What is
later?
so wrong about immigrants?
I did not expect to be caught in a full-on debate. I really didn't. Just wanted a bubble bath.
Listen, since 2000, the British population has increased by 10 million. 10 million.
Yeah, we're
Good
growing.
thing. Right?
Good thing, unless you want a GP appointment.
Right.
Good thing,
Okay, hang
unless
on,
you want
can
your
So
kid.
I'm stopping you from getting a GP appointment. You're not getting an appointment because the NHS is lacking funding. I bet you anything here, if every single immigrant or somebody from immigrant descent was to leave the UK.
What, we'd be
Huh? Doctors, all your doctors,
Nurses.
gone.
I know.
Most of your doctors are Asian, right?
Which is
most of your
wrong.
nurses are African women, right?
Don't you understand what I'm saying?
You want us gone. That's all I understood.
Stop it. Stop it.
But that's what you're trying to say because we're
you're not.
You just don't want more people coming. Is that what you're trying to say?
You're not listening
Why not?
to a single word I'm saying.
I am listening to you.
No, you're not. You're not. You're dealing with this out
I'm
of a
disagreeing
position.
with you.
Right.
It's okay for us to disagree.
Red flag. Nella, look. What we got to understand, folks, before Nigel Farage went into the jungle, right? He wasn't the most loved man in the UK, right? But after that exchange, Nella Rose done herself absolutely no favors whatsoever. People were liking Nigel Farage after that, right, Jesse?
Yeah, I like him a lot more.
People were liking Nigel Farage after that. So you see, for me, right, what Nella Rose is to me is Nella Rose is someone who has risen to fame because she has been someone who has appealed to a subsection of people on the internet, right? And what she is a inflamed internet comment person. That's what she is to me, right? She's an inflamed internet comment person. What she has done is that she has become famous by being the people, the trolls, or the uneducated people within the internet comment section on videos, right? And so Nigel Farage was actually trying to explain something to this woman. He was actually trying to explain that, you know, it's very simple. The UK has had an influx of people, 10 million, I think he said, right? Now, if 10 million people come into any country, what it's going to do is that it's going to have an effect upon the health system because more people need to be seen. It's going to have an effect upon the food system. More people need to be fed. It's going to have an effect upon the transport system. More people need to be transported. That is just normal 101. But what did she do? What did she say? Oh, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people. And it's like, this is the one thing that I've noticed about this generation that live their lives on the internet. Their voices are loud, okay, and they talk a lot, but they don't listen to anything that's being said. Generally, they have all of this emotion, they have all of these feelings, they have all of this entitlement, but they don't actually listen. Now, you can agree or disagree with Nigel Farage, right? You can agree or disagree with his methods in which he wants to try and stop the migration of other people into the UK. But you've got to listen to have a conversation. But what Nella Rose does was just says, oh, but look, I'm one of those people, but you know, well, if it was you, you want to send us all back. You want to send us all back. And it's just like, wow, how do we get from explaining what would happen if so many people in the country to you want to send us all back? Because what it seems like she was trying to imply is that he was just some crazy racist guy who doesn't care about any kinds of quote unquote people of color. And I'm saying, like, she has done herself a disservice. Now, what one of her saving graces is, I would say, is that she's young. She's young and she can learn from this experience because the public within the UK has gone absolutely crazy. Who is this girl? How did she become famous? What is she? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, look, she doesn't know all of this because she's actually in the jungle at the moment. So she doesn't actually know what's going on outside. And I think when she does get out of the jungle, it's going to be kind of a rude awakening for her. So yeah, all of her friends and family just get ready to be like, you know, her kind of rock when she comes out, because it's been a bit crazy. But that wasn't all Nella Rose done. That wasn't all Nella Rose done, Jesse. We got another video from Nella Rose. Yeah, let's play the other video from Nella Rose, please, Jesse, and let's have a look at this.
You sure about this?
Huh?
You sure about this?
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Let's see what she's been doing.
Here we go.
Morning, babe.
Morning, Nick.
Hey, Nella.
Last night after dinner, Fred has made a comment about him basically how he could be my dad. And I took offense to that because one of the first conversations we had together was me opening up about the fact that my dad's passed away.
I'm worried also to cut my fingers with this bloody knife. Gotta be very careful.
I don't know how you lot are doing this without glasses.
Well, I can't see anything.
Do you wear contact lenses?
No.
Oh, shit. But didn't you have that surgery thing?
Yeah, I did, but it's not like...
The best?
I had it because I'm old.
Oh, shit.
And my eyesight wasn't so good and I had to have glasses. Old, right? I'm 51.
Yeah, but that's not old, though.
Yeah, but I'm not 26 anymore, am I? I could be your dad.
Pardon?
I could be your dad.
No, my dad was way older than you.
Yeah, but I could still be your dad.
No, I don't think so. I didn't say anything about it last night because I was kind of just annoyed about it. So I slept on it and I kind of thought about it and I was just like, this is not the kind of person I want to be around.
Nels, I reckon you should eat this. I haven't seen you eat anything.
I'm good, babe. Thank you, there.
No, seriously, Nella, you should eat, don't you think? Nella? Nella? Nella?
Right, so why does he keep calling me?
Nella? Nella? Darling?
Can
Nella?
you leave me alone?
You don't want to eat?
Leave me alone.
Okay. This morning I offered some rice to Nella and she didn't want any. But somehow I felt like something was wrong. And all of a sudden, suddenly, it all kicked off.
Mate, you've missed out on that rice. That was absolutely banging.
Oh, yeah, yummy. Risotto, ooh.
Nella, you don't want your rice?
No.
You really?
I don't want to talk to you.
What have I done to you?
You made a comment yesterday.
What did I say?
You know what comment you said.
No, what did I say?
So you know that my mum's dead? And you know that my dad's dead. You know that, right?
Yes.
I've come to find out that every time I want to get creative around the fire or I want to have something my way, my own food that I'm entitled to, my way, you tend to get an attitude, right?
Okay.
So yesterday, when I wanted to burn fat that you was going to throw away anyways, it's not even something that we needed to survive in camp. You turned around to me with an attitude and said, you know I could be your dad, right? You know I could be your dad, right? To me, I don't care how you said it. To me, that's disrespectful, and I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around you. I only allow people to disrespect me once. You hurt my feelings. I was very upset till this very morning, and you keep trying to speak to me when I don't want to speak to you. I would rather stay away from you. I don't want to eat your food. I don't want to talk to you. We can just live. You live on that side. I live on this side, and it's cool. Don't bring up my dead parent. Are you stupid about, you know I could be your dad, right? You know my dad's dead. You're a weirdo.
I am
You're a weirdo.
sorry you took it.
Okay,
I'm
cool,
so sorry.
thank you.
Can I just say, first of all, I am sorry I've offended you.
Okay.
I am unaware that you felt offended. I am unaware that what I said, would lead to this conversation. I only said that in a way because I am older than you. I'm 51 and you're 26.
I'm not stupid.
Nella, it wasn't
You're not
like
gonna
that.
little girl me. You're not.
Nella, it wasn't like that at all.
Okay, it wasn't like that.
I promise you it wasn't like
Okay.
that. On my children's life, it wasn't like that.
Thank you.
If, however, I made a mistake and I said something that offended you, I'm really sorry.
Cool.
I'm really sorry you feel
Thank
like
you.
this.
I accept your apology.
I really feel sorry.
But in order for us to live in this camp together, I don't want to eat no food that you're cooking. Don't talk to me. You stay over there. I stay over here. And we can live. I'm good. Yeah? You stay over there. Because the thing is, look at your face. You're smiling. You don't even give a... He gave me just such a shitty apology that he didn't mean. He was smiling half the time. So I just feel like if I don't like somebody, I'm not going to force myself to speak to them. This is not the kind of person I want to be around. These are not the kind of comments I want to be subject to.
Okay, listen, I did not pick up on the vibe, right?
But you never do.
And you
never do.
What I mean is you could have said straight away, excuse me, Fred, this is
I went to bed,
upsetting
I
me.
didn't eat your food. Can you not clock on the vibe?
No, because you've been sleeping quite a lot, so I thought you were tired. If I made a faux pas, unwillingly, unconsciously, I am very sorry. But this was all it was. That's all it was. Now, if you want to take it to the nth degree and not speak to me anymore, it's your choice, it's your prerogative.
You only get one chance to disrespect me.
Okay.
I accept your apology, but let's not be friends.
All
How
right.
about that?
And you don't want your rice?
I think I'm very good. I'm good.
Okay, I'll have it then.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much. See you later.
Red flags. Red flags. Red flags. Jesse.
So I've heard about
Jesse, now talk to us, man. What is going on?
I've heard about the clip. I've seen bits of it. That was my first time seeing it in its entirety.
Right.
And I feel let down.
Why?
A lot of people don't know that man she was talking to, Fred Sirieix, he's a national treasure in this country. He's like up there with Gino DeCampo,
Gordon Ramsay,
Michelle Roux.
Yep.
He's
Nigel Lawson.
You don't talk to him like that. And we're forgetting the fact that he said and did nothing wrong. I'm sorry on her behalf. I'm so sorry.
What did he actually do? Like, what did he actually do? Because when old people, being old people, say old people stuff like, I could be your dad, he clearly didn't say that in a way that was disrespectful. Now, she took it disrespectful. And like I said, Nella Rose to me is a product of this internet generation who just get offended by something automatically. And if something isn't offensive, they will actually create something to be offended by. What did the guy say that was actually offensive? I didn't even see it. And the thing is, it was the exaggeration. Oh, I'm not going to eat your food. You can stay over there and I'll stay over here. I don't want to eat your food. Now, is it? I don't know. It's because she's hungry. Because in the jungle, you don't get to eat much, do you, Jess? You don't get to eat much, right? I don't know if it's because she's hungry, if it's her time of the month. I don't know, bro. But what I know is, right, that what he said did not warrant that type of exaggeration in any way, shape, or form. And like I said, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper now. Me being who I am, right? And I've said certain things about Black women in the West, right? I've said certain things about Black women in the West. Nella Rose is the Black woman in the comment section who says things like, oh, well, if you're gay, then say so. If you say anything about a Black woman, say anything against a Black woman in any way, shape, or form, the Black women hyenas will converge upon the comment section and be like, oh, well, if you're broke, then say so. Well, if you're gay, then say so. Well, what about your mum and blah, blah, blah. And Nella Rose is literally like the poster child of that generation, right? Who just get offended by something and they're...
I think the stream is down.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I was getting into that.
Let me find out.
Don't say that, mate. Why is that what the comment said?
I think so. Let's see.
Listen, they're trolls in the comments.
No, it's
Why is that what the comment said?
Oh no, we're still live.
That's what I'm saying. We're still live, man.
It's saying policy violations.
Oh, policy violations. Probably because we played the video. I don't know. Probably because we played the video. But anyway, yeah.
Okay, no, we back now. We
back. So yeah, as I was saying, it was just like,
I think they missed quite a lot of what you said. Actually, I'm not sure how much was missed.
Oh, okay. Well, what I was saying is that she is a typical type of, you know, Black woman that converges on the comment section to say things like, oh, if you're broke, then say so. What about your mother? You know, if you're gay, then say so, blah, blah, blah. She's literally the poster child of that type of comment section type place on the internet. And her audience, what she's done, right, for me, what she's done is that she has catered to a certain subsection of youth type psychology on the internet, and it's inflated her ego, okay? And she can speak like this in those circles. She can talk about not knowing much about migration or immigration within this country. She can talk about vibes and banter and all this kind of stuff, and that gets her through. She's no longer in that arena. She is now in an arena which is wider, all right, the wider public, and she now has to show who she is. And what she's doing, unfortunately, is showing who she is. And it doesn't seem like she's a very nice person. What it seems like is that she's a type of person to just get offended by something and just retaliate with things like, you're not going to little girl me. What else did she say, Jesse?
You only get to
disrespect me once. I'm just like, love, this isn't a movie. Do you know what I mean?
It sounds really cool though.
It sounds, that's what I'm saying, but because it sounds like it's from a movie or something. Yeah. Like, I'm just like, this isn't a movie. This is real life. You only get to disrespect me once. It's just like, oh.
A bit like Scarface. I only got two things, my word and my balls.
My word and my balls. You only get to disrespect me once, man.
Sounds good.
And I'm just like, oh, come on, Nella. And the thing is, right, before she went in, Nella Rose was a quote unquote representation of Black women in the UK, right? Now, when you read some of the comments, right? When you read some of the comments on what she's actually done, do we have some of the comments?
What ones we're talking about? From her Twitter?
From the videos. Do we have some of the comments?
We have the comments. Give me a moment.
Yeah,
there's loads of comments. I got to flick through them.
Yeah, we've got some of the. I think we've got some of the comments, and a lot of Black women in the UK are just like, listen, you're embarrassing us, blah blah blah, all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, well, she was your queen before. Now all of a sudden, people are running for the hills because it's like, oh no, Nella Rose doesn't represent us. Well, maybe she does.
Bear with me a sec. Let me see if I can find
maybe Nella Rose does. Maybe she does represent you. And maybe people now are realizing that their echo chambers from where they are aren't really that good. Because when you get a bunch of black women, you're not allowed to say anything about black women who huddle in a group together. They will talk. They will have their vibes and their banter. They will do all of that stuff. And they will say all kinds of nonsense things about men, about life, about anything else. And they will think that it makes sense.
I got to come up on screen now via Twitter. She's embarrassing herself at this point.
She is. And these are other black women saying this now.
Yeah, these are other black women. Also, what else do we have? Nella Rose is quite possibly the worst non-celebrity on I'm a Celeb I've ever seen. Oof. The thing is, though, before we continue, I just want to say that we don't see everything that happens in the jungle.
We don't.
So, you know, things are kind of out of context to some degree.
To some degree, yeah. Because it's edited, isn't it?
Exactly. So let's just bear that in mind.
Let's bear that in mind. That's very true. That's very true. However, if she didn't speak like this, we wouldn't be able to show it.
Yeah. What else we got? Wild one for this girl. She's not even drunk and she's chatting.
Ish. She's not even drunk, but she's hungry. And what do they say? You don't act yourself when you're hungry.
That's right.
You're not yourself when you're hungry.
Yeah.
Maybe she's hungry. Maybe she's sick of eating rice and beans and all this kind of stuff. Now.
I did see her on Kick Game a few weeks back.
Yeah,
and she seemed like a lovely person
because she was in her environment, vibes and banter.
Yeah, I guess
that's her environment. She's now out of the vibes and banter environment, and now she's in the real world.
Yeah, no, you're right. This comment says, "This is what happens when you take everyone's opinions as your own and don't think." What do you think that means?
This is what happened, but it is. It's the Nigel Farage thing. She's talking everyone else's opinion. She's talking the stuff that a lot of people talk. Do you know what I mean? Talking the internet. Oh, that means you want to get rid of us. It's these crazy extremes that a lot of people go to when they hear a different opinion to their own, right? They go to this crazy opposite end of the scale. It's like, oh, well, if I don't speak about you or if I say X about you, if I critique it, that means I want to kill you. It's like, no. Yeah. It's like, no.
We got another comment. I think we got just two more.
What does it say?
Prime example of inflated self-worth.
Yeah, I think she has got an inflated self-worth, and I think it's been done because of the success that she's had on the internet. It's been done because of the success that she's had in her group. But like I said, her group is not the world, and that's something that even I've got to check myself on. If I'm successful to a certain part of the internet, it doesn't mean that I'm successful to the world. If I get put in a position, I need to know how to navigate the different types of people and the different types of audiences that exist in the world. It seems like Nella Rose can only navigate herself within her audience.
I'm with you.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, got another one here. So not even an attempt to try and understand Nigel's viewpoint so she can engage in any form of worthwhile exchange. Her one and only counterpoint was exasperatingly shouting, "But I am one of them."
Yeah, and that's it.
There's a lot more. As if it meant, sorry, this is really small, I can't really see it. As if it meant anything, incapable of conjuring any abstract thought and conveying it, only capable of emotionally shouting about herself, an extremely unintelligent person.
And unfortunately, that is the majority. Let me not say the majority. I'm going to retract. Unfortunately, that is a lot of people who enter the comment sections of things that happen on the internet. They are uneducated, they are ignorant, they are full of emotion, and they are able to express all of these thoughts and feelings that they've had in their head, even if they don't make any sense. Now, if you live your life in the comment section, if you live your life in the comment section of the internet, you'll see all of comments like this, right? But you can't let the comment section of the internet form your own opinions. No. And do you know what I'm saying? And so what's happened is that generally so many people that live on the internet so much, the comment section forms their opinion. Oh yeah, because it makes them feel good. People hardly ever read stuff. Do you know what I mean? They hardly ever research stuff. Their reading and research is the comment section of the internet.
Well, I got to play devil's advocate a small bit.
Go on.
That's like most people, if you think about it, because if it's not the internet, it's the mainstream media.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that we use to form our opinions on most things are based on what we're fed, however we're fed it, whether it's the comment section or if it's BBC News.
True. Which is why you must go to other places and not just one place to get your information.
That's impossible, because now you're asking people to go out of their comfort zone.
Are you telling me that people don't like coming out of their comfort zone? Is that what you're telling me? You're absolutely right. People don't like coming out of their comfort zone. Yeah. However, when you do come out of your comfort zone, this is what happens.
Yeah, growth. There's one last comment.
Go on. What does it say?
I don't know. This woman makes me like Nigel Farage.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I said. Nigel Farage, he wasn't the most liked. He wasn't like hated, but it wasn't like the most liked. And after that exchange with Nigel Farage, you came to realize actually Nigel's got a few points. You may disagree with them, but he knows how to articulate his message, right?
Definitely.
I would say this in closing when it comes to Nella Rose. Nella, I'm going to talk to you directly, okay? You're young. That's on your side, okay? You are impressionable. That's also on your side, which means that your mind can change. What you need to do when you come out of the jungle is take time to reflect. It's probably going to be a lot of media attention that you're probably going to get. What you're going to need to do is take time, chill, and reflect on the stuff that went on in the jungle. You do have time to quote unquote rebrand. You do have time to do that. And I actually hope this is a learning experience for you. This isn't some, oh yeah, get her out and lynch her type thing for me. I'm just saying, look, you done a boo-boo. You done something that was really quite bad. You're kind of a product of the environment in which you were raised. Hopefully you can get through this and continue on your journey. Jesse, do you remember, right?
Do you remember?
Do you remember the time? Do you remember, right, that a couple of weeks back, I had a viral video where I was talking about the UK badders or the UK baddies, right? And I made a statement about black women, about it being a bunch of quote unquote fat black women fighting on the internet.
I think the word you used was Michelin men.
Michelin men. I called them Michelin men. I did.
Wait, hold on. There's more stuff about Nella. There's another video on someone reacting to Nella's tweets.
There is.
We're not done with Nella yet.
We're not done with Nella yet. Bro, that's very true. Oh my God. Nella.
We've got some of her tweets.
Nella, right? Oh my God, I just remembered. Thank you, Jesse, for reminding me. Nella.
Not that we're attacking Nella.
No. It's going to seem like an attack now.
Yeah. Better you than me.
It's going to seem like an attack. But it's not an attack because Nella actually has gone through a self-hate journey, let's say. She's gone through a self-hate journey. So when she was younger, and I will disclaimer this, these are some tweets.
Oh, Lord.
From when she was younger.
It's a short video.
And the stuff that she said about black women being a black woman herself. Jesse, play the video, please.
So there's a lot of tweets from Nella Rose. One of them saying, white girls wear weave, black girls abuse it. Females don't know how to act when it comes to awkward situations, so black girls act rowdy to distract the audience for the subject. Why do black girls wear blusher? Like, who you trying to fool? Black girls abuse fake eyelashes, man. Hashtag allow it, hashtag leave it, yeah. Now, I'm not trying to be shady, but a lot of these things she was talking about, is she not doing them?
Yeah, Nella's kind of gone through a self-hate journey, it seems. She said a lot of things about black women, derogatory things, which a lot of them, well, some of them I actually agree with, if I'm totally honest. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even going to lie. I agree with some of them. I'm not going to lie. But she's kind of, like the woman said in the video, she kind of became that loud person that she's talking about in the video. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's very interesting how the the self-hate journey works for a lot of black women in the fact that she has actually said herself that she kind of hated herself when she was young, and those are the reason for the tweets. Hopefully, she's a little bit more confident within herself now. She seems a little bit more confident within herself. So yeah, Nella, let's just say we hope you get the healing that you need and you don't actually try to hate yourself. But yeah, back to what I was saying, Jesse, right? So I had a viral video and I was talking about the UK badders, and I called a bunch of women on this show, which was a reality show, which was basically a bunch of fat black women fighting on the internet, which is what I described it as.
I've got to pull up about that because I looked into the badders and they weren't. I disagree with you.
Go on.
It wasn't a bunch of fat black women.
How many were there? About
I think
three?
I think there was like, I looked at them. I think there's a girl in there called Lani. She's not fat. Yeah, and there's another girl. Was it Miss R Fabulous? No.
Yes, R Fabulous. Yeah.
She's not fat. And then there was another person.
I think you like them big boned, don't you? You like them big boned, don't you guys?
No, because
don't you, Jeff?
Because I feel like fat. Yeah.
Did you see the other two big ones?
I saw one big one. That's what I'm saying. Like there was one that I saw that would be fat.
You never saw there's two. For me, there was like four.
Yeah.
There was like four of them. Miss R Fabulous.
I can't call her fat.
You can't call her fat.
No, me. This is me. And
he likes him a little bit big boned.
That's not even.
he likes him a little bit big boned. That's fine. That's fine.
But I've got to disagree with you on the
that's
bunch
fine.
of fat black women.
I like disagreements. That's how we get to something. So yeah, that's what I called them though.
Yep.
And so what happened is there was a woman on the internet. She was from a podcast. She actually reviewed the video.
You know you've made it when someone reviews your video.
Say again?
You know you've made it in life when someone does a review on you.
When listen, I get people reviewing my videos all the time. But yeah, she made a review of my video and she said some stuff. And I want to kind of go through that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's play the video.
Cool. Give me 2 seconds.
Even if somebody is going to come and abuse these women, is it this yama yama that should be talking? Is it this yama yama that should be talking? Excuse me, sir, how can you say that they have weight issues? Is this not breast that I see here? Is that not breast? You're saying that none of them are baddies. Excuse me, are you fine? Is there a question? Are you fine? No. The answer is no, just in case you were coming to answer. You're not. You're saying that they have weight issues, but you need a bra. No, I just want everybody to help me understand. Who are you? Are you to be coming on Queen Elizabeth's internet to be disrespecting black women? We've all agreed that the baddie show is a bunch of shit. We've all agreed it. But what has coming for their looks got to do with anything? Especially when you're not so pleasant looking yourself.
Especially when you're not so pleasant looking yourself.
She said, who are you to be talking about black women on Queen Elizabeth's internet? Now look, it's the exaggeration. So this is for me what is very interesting for me. When you say anything about black women in these days and times, right? They all form Voltron. And they all have something to say. It's like they form Voltron, and it's like you're not allowed to say anything bad about black women. Now, on a side note, Sexy Red has just come out with a song called "F My Baby Daddy," and in the video, she is pregnant and twerking, saying "middle fingers up, F my baby daddy."
No, she's not really pregnant. It's like
she's really pregnant. She's pregnant right now.
So she got pregnant to do a music video?
About the baby daddy that she's pregnant for.
I don't understand what you're saying. It doesn't make any sense. So she went and got pregnant just to make a music video?
No. She got pregnant.
Okay.
By some dude.
And thought this would be the perfect time to do a music video.
The perfect time to do a music video, pregnant, twerking, saying F my baby daddy. Right? That's what's going on now. You guys can research it, right? So if I say something about that, obviously, I'm going to be hating black women. I'm not allowed to hate. I'm not saying anything about black women. I hate them, right? This woman here, she's entitled to her opinion, first of all, by the way. when I did make that video, I expected some kind of backlash anyway, because, you know, you're not allowed to say anything about black women. And this woman has said, you know, I've come on Queen Elizabeth's internet and I'm not so good looking. Look, do you know what's so funny about me, right? I am who I am. How I look right now is how I look, okay? However, there are a lot of black women who hide behind wigs, weaves, makeup, lashes, nails, clothes, right? And attempt to shame other people, right? My thing is, if you actually liked yourself, you wouldn't have to do that to that degree. And so the woman that said that, she's entitled to her opinion, by the way, it's absolutely fine. But when you look at her hair, it's not her hair. She's actually got 2 different textures of hair in her head. Right? She's got her hair at the front. If you watch the video back, actually, can we watch the video back so we can see it?
I don't know if I can pause it, but
no, just watch it back, and so we can see. She's got 2 different.
Even if somebody is gonna come and abuse these women, is it this yama yama that should be talking? Is it this yama yama that should be talking? Excuse me, sir. How can you say that they have weight issues? Is this not breast that I see here? Is that no breast? You're saying that none of them are baddies.
2 different textures of hair. I don't know what they call. What do they call it? Like 4C or
I got no
4B?
idea.
I don't know. Like A6 or something. I don't know. But
What's
she's
her
got
name?
2 different textures of hair in her head.
What's her name?
I don't know her name. It should be on the video. It should be something Wide or Wide something, or I don't know. But look, I am who I am. There's a lot of women hiding behind who they are. And that's why Kevin Samuels, may he rest in power, said things like, what do you look like fresh-faced out of the shower? Because then you've got no makeup on, you've got your original hair, you're in your original state. What do you look like? And to tell the truth, Jesse, I'm going to say something that's a bit controversial. I think people generally are average looking, men and women, right? But there's a lot of women who are like 4.5
out of 5.
Out of 10.
Okay.
5 2/3.
2/3, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
And they act like they're 10s because they've put on makeup, they've put on a wig, they've put on weave, they've put on nails, they've put on lashes, and they say, "Oh, I'm a 10." And it's like, you're actually not a 10. You're actually like a 5 2/3, maybe a 6. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe a 6.5. But because of the confidence that this stuff gives you, you run out there and you say, "Look, I'm a 10." What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm probably like a 3. So I've learned to like see.
He's not giving himself that much credit. But go on.
I like to see the beauty inside people's personalities as well. And I feel like even if you are a 10 without the makeup, if your attitude is like a 1,
right,
you're now a 5 because you got to find the median.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just more.
So do you think your attitude, as you said, you're a 3? Could your attitude could bring you up?
Oh no!
To
So
what?
with my attitude, I'm like a 1.5 now because my attitude is 0, and you know that's true. So I'm not doing myself any favors.
You're 1.5 because of that attitude.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Now look, I would class myself as like a 6, right? I would class myself as a 6. I'm not saying that I'm, because she was like, "Are you fine?" You would say, "Are you fine?" And I'm like, "I'm all right. I'm not the greatest looker in the world, but I don't have to hide behind anything. And so I can be a 6 all day long. When I wake up, I'm a 6. When I go to bed, I'm a 6. She looks like that. She doesn't look bad, by the way. I don't think she looks that bad, by the way. But once she takes off that makeup and the hair, she starts to go down a bit. And men, we want to know what you look like without all of that stuff. We want to know who you're waking up to.
That's why for a first date, whenever I start seeing a girl, first dates, we always go swimming.
I knew you were going to say that, First dates, guys, swimming with women, okay? Take them swimming, take off all of that stuff, see what they look like. There are actually some comments that people said on that video about me, weren't there?
Oh, were those comments from that video?
The comments about
yeah. Were they from that video? Yeah,
they were from that video.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Should we read them? Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me find these.
Let's read some of the comments from that video.
Okay, these are gonna be random comments. I'm gonna get up on the screen.
Yeah, you read them out and let's see what they say.
Oh, this is a good one. So this one says, if you like snow bunnies, just say that. LOL. This is the problem I see a lot of black women talk about. This is the problem I see a lot of black women talk about. Black men who don't like black women always feel the need to talk down on black women to justify their love for other races.
Now, see, this is the thing about the internet, right? The internet is such a nonsensical place because, first of all, I don't have a white woman. Second of all, my son is black. Third of all, my partner's black. So everything that comment just said went against my whole normal life, right? And so what happens is, like I said, the internet is a place where people get offended, right? And they just talk absolute nonsense. So what that comment has actually said does not reflect my real life, but people would, I've actually saw other comments that said, I know for a fact that he's with a white woman. And even if I was.
Well, okay,
so
this one here, he clearly hates black women, which means he hates his mum. Let's talk facts. The show is trash, but let's not degrade our women. We get enough of that from other races. Miss Right _, put a comma.
What do you think of that? Do you think that if you critique black women, you automatically hate your mum?
No, I don't agree with that. Like, just no. I can't make sense of that.
It's weird, isn't it?
It just because let's expand on that. So, I mean, there's no correlation.
There isn't. So, because black men throughout time, throughout a long time, have been critiqued, right? They've been like, people have said, oh, black men are trash, black men are this, black men are that, black men are this, black men are that. But black men have not, and black women have said it, and black men have not gone to the degree to say, oh, well, if you hate your dad, then like she must hate her dad.
It doesn't make sense.
But she might hate her dad, I don't know. But
she might. We got another comment here.
Go on.
This is my favorite comment. You are big and bald, please.
I am. But that's the level that people go to. Yeah. Like, they try to go for like the fact that I'm bald. I actually like being bald. I won't even lie. Like, women come up to me and they want to rub my head. They're like, oh my God, can I rub your head? And I'm like, no, that's a bit weird. But they say it. So me being bald isn't that much of a bad thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So
people are going to come for you no matter what you do. They'll pick holes.
They'll pick holes in something.
There was
I've got breasts apparently.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk about your beard or lack thereof too.
Yeah. I've got a patchy beard.
Yeah.
But it's like, the thing is, this is who I am. I'm not hiding. I don't do like a whole fake beard thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is who I am. I don't do like a fake beard thing, guys. Like, this is who I am. And so I don't need to hide. And so when people need to hide behind other things, for me, it says more about what they think about themselves.
Definitely.
What other comments we got?
Argument was an L as soon as he disrespected black women. The idea of the show may not be great, but to mention their weight and looks, sir, that's a clown move. As if to say they were buff, it would be acceptable.
But the show was called Baddies.
Wait, hold on. I just thought about something. Real Housewives and all them shows there.
Yes.
They don't act too dissimilar.
No.
But they're all attractive. And they have New York, Orange County,
they got
Potomac,
Atlanta,
80, they got everything. And we accept that. So maybe this is a flawed comment because no one complains about those shows. I watch those shows. I'll be honest with you. I'm not perfect.
Oh my God.
I'm not. I'll explain to you afterwards why.
After the camera stops rolling.
The cameras go off. But no, it would be acceptable if they were quote unquote buff. Because we watched the shows on TV with the buff women.
But imagine calling your show the baddest women in the world, because that's what it's called, Baddies, and then you got these Michelin men on there.
Michelin men. You and Michelin men.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. We got another comment here.
Yeah,
it's quite long. Oops, sorry. Bear with me. It's quite a long comment. So we're gonna have to.
I'm gonna read that one.
Yeah, okay. So this comment says, from Cleopatra Figure 8. If you are not aware, he is a well-known sexist, incites misogyny with his inflammatory narratives about black women. He is in full support of well-known misogynists like Andrew Tate. Kevin Samuels, Tony Satomayo. I never heard that person.
Tony Sotomayor.
Okay, those types of dudes. His podcast aligns with the likes of Fresh and Fit. I don't know what that means, who they are, who openly degrade women. So-called traditionalists, the manosphere, who want women as their enslaved sex objects and baby-making machines who can cook, clean, be subservient, and be quiet, are the type of males that support his content. Oh, and the pick-me's, of course. They love an alpha male that can dominate them and slap them around. That's from Cleopatra, figure 8.
Now, do you see how exaggerated that comment has to be? So I would want a woman to slap around, be subservient to me. I'd want what else did you say? I want to do what?
Degrade women,
degrade them,
enslave sex objects,
enslave, you know.
Yeah, baby making machines who can cook, clean, and be subservient, quiet, and you want to be alpha male to dominate and slap them around.
And this is the thing about, again, the internet comment section. When you live your life in the internet comment section, you are able to exaggerate things. So all of a sudden, I want a slave that I want to slap around, right? And I want to make subservient to me and have a baby making machine and probably strap her to the kitchen. And I'm just like, oh, come on. Do you really, do you think people like say this stuff? Do you think they really think it?
Do I think that they really think?
Do you think they really think that that's what I'm like? Just because I have a difference of opinion.
Yeah, I mean, but we all know it's wrong to have a difference of opinion with somebody.
Yeah, so because you've got a different opinion to somebody, then automatically
they're wrong.
You have to go to the extreme.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
This is the world we live in, and if you don't know that already, you need to.
I need to pattern up.
Another comment. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I love this one. The top of his head is so pointy and shiny, but here he's talking about weight issues. Let's see his mum, please reveal her. God damn!
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is the exaggeration. Now you wanna talk about my mum. You want to see what my mum looks like. My mum's not a fat black woman, by the way. She really isn't. She's not. She's got her natural hair. Like, that's my mum, right? But the fact that, oh, let's reveal his mum, it's all feelings based. As soon as you say anything against a black woman on the internet, they are the most emotionally led people that you have in the comment section. And they go to the extremes. And so I guess that's what we have.
Next comment. You can tell he like white women.
I like all types of women. I do.
I don't know why. Why is it cool to talk down on black men who like white women?
Good question. Why is it cool to talk down on black women? Someone at the door. Why is it cool to talk down on black men that like white women? Crazy. The reason why it's okay to talk down on black men who like white women, which is not me, by the way. I think white women are attractive, but I don't have them as my partner. I've never had them as my ex-girlfriend. It's just not been my life. But the reason why it's cool to talk down on them is because black women are allowed to say anything. They're allowed to say absolutely anything that they want. And black men generally aren't on the internet saying, oh, look at this black woman, she's with a white man. If a black woman's with a white dude or a Chinese dude or an Arab dude, it's like, okay, cool, that's what she chose. And even I've actually noticed this thing called what they call swirling, isn't it? It was like kind of coined by black women where they said, oh yeah, we had enough of black men. We want to go with white guys. Okay, cool, no problem, fine. But you know what's so interesting to me is that one of the unspoken things that I find is that black women need to understand that they're the least desired type of woman in the West by statistics. When you look at dating app data, the people when black women are on dating app data, they're the least desired. Okay, now I desire black women. I think black women are amazing, contrary to popular belief. But generally, in a general society, black women are the least desired. Okay, so how can you be the least desired and then and that's probably why actually black women don't like the fact that black men are going with people outside of their race, because now what we have is the passport bros. We have the passport bros who are a bunch of men, generally black, who are going outside of the West to find a woman. And I would say good on them, because a lot of black women in the West, from what I can see, say things like this: oh, I've got a pointy head and blah, blah, blah. And they're so quick to try and use sign language, as Kevin Samuels made so famous, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. They use that so readily that a lot of black men in the West have just said, you know what, actually, I'm not going to deal with you. I've always said, if black men want to go and get a black woman, go to Africa.
So many sound said he's right. You lot need to stop condoning all this BS, man. I want better for my black women. You lot moving real scary, no decorum, man.
Well, at least somebody agrees with me. You know what I'm saying? At least someone agrees. And the thing is, I think when you watch that show, a lot of people actually agree with me. It's just like they've just been scared to say the things that are on a lot of people's minds. It's like their thing is, oh, you shouldn't have come for them or their body or whatever. It's like, that's part of the actual appeal of it, isn't it? It's the fact that they look like this and they're doing all this crazy behavior.
That's true, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, how can you say that not to? It's like if a bunch of big-bellied uncles from Nigeria, right, were having a show and they call themselves the most attractive men, you'll be like, what, that big belly guy? Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So it's just like, come on, you got to think about it.
Yeah. Another comment here. We got not many more. The same women crying about him mentioning women's weights are the same women who say a man needs to be a certain height, have decent car, in shape. In shape, and a certain tax bracket. He ain't wrong.
It's true. Women will give their preferences. They will say, I want a man who's a certain height. I want a man who makes a certain amount of money. I want a man who looks a certain way. I want a man who's in shape, etc., etc. But as soon as a man has a preference that he doesn't want somebody looking like a Michelin man, all of a sudden, it's a bad thing.
I just think the issue is that it's not what you want, it's what you say. So you can openly go out there and only pursue women who look a certain way. Mm-hmm. That's fine. But the moment you say it, now we have a problem.
Why?
Because people don't like the uncomfortable truths.
They don't like the uncomfortable. So they can see the truth, just don't say the truth.
That's the world we live in.
Crazy.
Yeah. These are just my opinions. And by the way, don't listen to me. I'm a 1.5 out of 10.
You're 1.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Like, what do I know?
Even with the attitude adjustment.
That's what brings it down to a 1.5. Another comment. This ninja blocked me because he couldn't argue with me. LOL.
Well,
who is this person? T_Maya. You know her?
Listen, I always say that if I block somebody, it's probably because I think you're talking nonsense. I debate for a living. I've debated for a living for a number of years. I don't mind debating. So to block you is probably not because I didn't want to debate you, probably because I thought you were talking nonsense. And I'm allowed to block people, just like everybody else is. Block and delete. I block and delete people all the time. Come into my inbox, talking all kinds of nonsense. In the comment section, talking kind of nonsense. I block and delete them all the time, not because I can't debate you and I don't know how to articulate myself. I think people can actually see past that. I feel like I know how to articulate myself and articulate an argument. So it's not because I'm scared to debate. Do you know what I'm saying? Any more comments?
Yeah, we've got two more. Man, I don't care. He ain't told one lie.
I ain't told one lie, man.
And that's the problem. People want to be lied to. Just ask any politician a question, and first thing they're going to do is lie or skirt around it. And that's what we like.
Yeah. Do you know what? You've actually touched on something, though. I think people love lies. I think people have been living in the lie so long that when the truth turns up, it offends them. And so what we do is that we live in this lie for so long and avoid the truth, even though we know the truth. And the person who reveals the truth is going to be the one. What do they say? Shoot the messenger?
Yeah, literally.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Look what they've done to Jesus Christ.
Look what they've done to Jesus Christ. They shot the messenger.
Literally. One last comment, I believe.
Look what they done to Martin Luther King. Shot the messenger.
Exactly. That's what they do, man. 1 minute. Sorry.
Is that it? Are we done?
No. We got another one. I just looking at something else. My mind was elsewhere. The comment is on the screen now. This is the same man who sat on a racist misogynist Pearl's channel as she intentionally tried to degrade and embarrass black women.
Now, there's levels to that. There's levels to that comment, actually. When it comes to, I don't like talking about Pearl, if I'm honest, but when people ask me or people say something like, I've already addressed this thing with Pearl. I do think that she's got that colonist type mindset. I've already stated that. I stated that in my video when I spoke about her. But the misogynist part, did it say misogynist?
Oh, sugar, where's it gone?
I don't know. The misogynist part,
yeah,
I'm just like, oh, come on, like everyone's a misogynist, but no one's talking about misandry, right? Misandry is the hatred of men. And I believe it's on the rise. And that's why you can look at the comment sections when women can say certain stuff.
No, we all know that women can say things that men can't say.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. That's misandry. But when it's going against men, it's also okay.
It's supported. It's
supported by other women. Yeah. So women are allowed to hate men, but men are not allowed to say anything about women.
How dare they? How dare a man speak about women?
How dare a man speak? Should be ashamed. He's got too much testosterone. What do you mean he's got an XY chromosome? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, guys, before we get going, thank you very much for all that tuned in. Like I said before at the beginning of this video, every Tuesday. What time, Jesse?
Well, black people's time. Let's say 9 o'clock.
That's racist.
Exactly. And I'm a man as well. Racist. How dare I? No, Tuesdays. Be ready for 9. Okay.
Be ready for 9 p.m. on Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, 9 p.m. I'm going to be going live on the People's Opinion podcast. We are going to be talking about all kinds of stuff, okay? You guys are going to get the show that you want. I'm going to be yapping my mouth off. I'm just going to be doing that every Tuesday. And also I'll be doing this, okay? Whenever something pops up in popular news, I will be here to speak on it. So thank you all for joining. Thank you all for all the people that commented. I am Sa Ra Garvey, and this has been the People's Opinion Review Show. Peace.